Today's episode of Maine Web News is brought to you by Computer Improvements. Visit them at 101 Water Street in Skowhegan or call 474-3151 for all of your computer needs. That's 474-3151.
Since the 1970s, folks around the world have been celebrating 420 as a day when they think about and raise awareness about marijuana. And I figured what better day to introduce responsible, credible legislation than to do it on the day when most people around the world are thinking about it. I believe it's time to stop turning otherwise law-abiding citizens into criminals. We have a fiduciary responsibility to the state, we have a moral obligation to our children to protect them, and we're not addressing either of those right now. Why are we turning otherwise law-abiding citizens into criminals so that we can prevent addiction when the real addictive properties and the real addictive drugs are painkillers, heroin, and crack cocaine? Let's rethink our drug policy, focus in on addiction treatment, and make sure that legal, responsible adults can do what they choose to do within their own home, so long as they're not harming anyone.
My name is Juju DeLuca. I am the owner of Lucky Juju. It is a quote-unquote head shop, for lack of a better word, at 28 Market Street. I'm here today to watch this process and this press conference in regards to the full legalization of marijuana. I support it in every way, not just from a business standpoint, but also from a personal standpoint. As an owner of this type of business, I am unable to discuss marijuana. I have to sell my pipes for tobacco purposes only. I feel that it greatly restricts me, that I am unable to discuss with medical patients how to better use their medication, take their medication. By full legalization, we can provide a more relaxed environment. We're not so afraid of connoting criminal activity. I think that it's imperative that we stop linking marijuana with harmful drugs such as cocaine, OxyContin, and even alcohol. I think it provides a safer alternative. It is a known treatment for several different types of ailments, and I want to be able to help people accept and understand that this is not the enemy anymore. The revenue that can be generated, of course, is astronomical.
This bill would certainly not permanently protect people who are growing marijuana in Maine. What it would do is to limit our law enforcement from actively seeking out marijuana. The federal government still is well within its rights under its statutes to raid local places, and they've been doing it nationally.
Today we're at a press conference for Diane Russell for the legalization of marijuana, which is a bill that has received broad bipartisan support. And as mayor, I want it to be known that I officially support the legalization of marijuana and have for some time. So if you're a voter and you live in Portland or across the state, this is something that you need to contact your lawmakers about as soon as possible.
Having Rich and Aaron Libby and Fred Wintle on board with this, sends a very strong message that this is not a partisan issue. It transcends partisanship. It really comes down to, common sense